You're going to hear from Noel Gallagher, who's been on talkSPORT today. A reminder that talkSPORT have live and exclusive commentary of that huge game between Newcastle and Liverpool on Monday night. Let's get back to your calls, though. Alexander Isak's statement this evening says the relationship can't continue. You can have your say. Let's go to Mohammed. He's a Liverpool fan. All right, Mohammed?
Good evening.
Mohammed.
How are you?
Yeah, good, mate. We're good. Look, it's obviously a player who wants to come to your football club. Do you want him?
Yeah, definitely. I just want to say two things, yeah. I did listen to you on Sky Sports, was it yesterday?
This morning. I was on earlier.
Okay, it was this morning.
Yeah.
I agree with it because we said they're doing the same thing.
Yeah.
It's exactly the same thing. I don't know which way you're going to look at it. You can try and spin it and say that it's not, but it is. The other thing, the point I wanted to make is about a month ago, Liverpool went up to Newcastle and said, we want Isak and we'll stay off your top target, Ekitike.
Say again?
Didn't they?
They said what?
A month ago, Newcastle were told that Liverpool were interested in Isak.
Yeah.
And we'll stay off at Ekitike.
Well, yeah, it seemed that was the case, but I don't know.
Yeah, that was the case. That they approached him. It was reported on Sky Sports as well.
Yeah, but everyone wanted Ekitike, didn't they? Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
Liverpool have come in as well, and maybe they thought that the Alexander Isak deal wasn't gonna be able to be done, and it still might not be done. So they had to get someone in.
Right. So Newcastle, first of all, can't blame Liverpool. Right. Number one. Number two.
No one's blaming Liverpool, are they? Who's blaming Liverpool?
Number two. They can't blame Isak. They can't blame Isak because he's your prized possession, and you didn't give him a contract when you were supposed to give him a contract last season. Anyone who knows football knows Isak is a world-class striker, full stop.
You're a Liverpool fan, Mohammed, yeah?
Yeah. And they didn't give him.
I know, but what happened about Trent? What about Trent 2 years forward?
Trent's gone.
No.
Trent's gone for nothing. Next to nothing.
I know, but the point,
10 million quid.
I know, the point I'm making is what you're criticising Newcastle for.
Yeah.
Right? Liverpool made a bigger rick.
I'll tell you what. Look,
You did because you allowed a contract. Why didn't you give it? Why did you give Trent a contract? 3 years. Now the hypocrisy of Liverpool fans is quite alarming. Actually,
no,
you need to be told. No, you need to be told. No, you need to be told because the hypocrisy. With Liverpool fans phoning us up saying he walked for free. You need to look closer at home. So it's all well and good pointing the finger at Newcastle about saying she gave him a contract.
Tell me what Liverpool mistake.
Well, you didn't give him a contract. You let him run his contract down.
Hold on. Let me answer that now. I'm going to give you an answer to that now. First of all, there's another footballer sitting next to you as well. I'm going to ask both of you. Don't you think Liverpool spoke to Alexander about contracts?
Well, nothing got done. Whose fault's that?
He didn't sign it. He didn't sign it.
No.
Trent wanted to leave.
Come on,
you've got
3 years.
Jason, you've got to let me speak.
No, you asked me a question.
I've waited 20 minutes.
You asked me a question.
Go on then. What's the question?
Why didn't you give a contract 3 years ago?
Hold on. Let me just. I'll tell you what it was. Right. Klopp was going to go. So listen. Whatever happened, what has happened with Alexander-Arnold? He's gone now.
Yeah.
We've swallowed it.
Yeah.
We've moved on. We bought Frimpong.
Yeah.
You said yourself, you backed us on Sky Sports this morning. You said that Alexander Isak is the same thing as what Wissa's doing. They're not saying Newcastle fans are here that Pearson and this, that, and the other, and the other guy who comes on outside St James's all the time on Sky Sports saying, "Oh, look, Newcastle, it's happened to us with."
Look, what I said this morning was you got to let the player go. The player don't want to be there. He wants to move on. You got to try and get Wissa. It's the same thing. Brentford are doing the same thing to him, by the way. That's why he's kicked up a massive fuss. Broken promises, and you want to get out of there. It's not nice, and it ain't an ideal situation, but it happens in football all the time.
Can I ask you a question? Because while I've been waiting for you for about 15, 20 minutes, I've been reading this statement again.
Yeah.
And as far as I'm concerned, the last two lines are a transfer request.
It's not, because you've got to sign it.
He said in there, the last two lines is that the best thing is for me and for you to move on.
But you got to put it on a document. You got to sign it. That's
I know, but you know what I'm saying.
Well, he wants out. I mean, it's pretty obvious. The statement's outrageous. He wants out. He wants to go.
Let me just tell you something. He's 25 years old, right?
Yeah.
He's 25 years old. He wasn't even the highest paid player at Newcastle. It's Newcastle's fault. It's not anyone else's fault. They can't flipping run a football club. We're the richest club in the world, is what they were singing, weren't they?
Yeah, but I don't think it's about the way they run the football club. I just think it's a player that has had his head turned. He wants away from it.
Close the door on an old Skoda. They cannot close anything. You've seen it.
All right, Mohammed, listen, I've got a break. So keep your calls coming in. You want to have your say on this? Newcastle fans get involved. 03 717 223344.
The Sports Bar with Jamie O'Hara and Jason Cundy. Monday to Thursday nights from 10 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.